Hey guys, it's Junior. Welcome back to my channel at the Horsepower Warehouse. Today I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about standards on these classic cars. Before I get into that, check out our newest purchase. I'm not going to talk about it too much today. This is not the official unveiling, but pretty dang neat Corvette that we got here. But I wanted to talk with you guys about NCRS Top Flight, Bloomington Gold, the various awards that can be achieved on these cars, and the final product that you should expect even after achieving such awards. You guys probably know by now I've done a Corvette or two in my time. We recently sold this 58 fuel injected. I mean, look at this. This thing's like a masterpiece. This is also an AACA Grand Champion or something to that effect. So this car has awards in addition to being a top flight car. A fantastic car. The gentleman that purchased it kind of recognizes my quality of work, what me and Zachary here are capable of doing. And he said, Junior, the bottom of the car is not quite the specs of what you put out on all of your builds. Can you please spend a little bit of time on this to massage it, make it a little bit better? Now keep in mind, guys, this is already a top flight awarded car, but I want to show you the before we dive into this. You can see surface rust. You can see on the inside of the fenders there's mud that's kicked up and has been painted over at one point previously. Same thing in the other inner fender, just kind of dirty. You can see some surface rust here. Same thing on the drum. Going underneath the bottom of the car, it looks really nice in terms of the floorboards. They've all been properly cleaned, stripped. I mean, this is what NCRS wants to see, obviously. It's already been awarded the top flight, but just little things like at some point, the pinion seal here started to weep and it slung gear oil on the mufflers and it baked it on there. I'm going to clean all that off, replace the pinion seal, just kind of touch up a lot of stuff. We're actually going to spend 2 complete days underneath this car and see what we can accomplish in those 2 days. I really think that we're going to be able to make a fantastic difference. We have the LED lit light on here so we can show you kind of what it looks like with a light on it. I mean, it's correct. There's nothing under here that screams wrong or damaged or anything to that effect. It's just not pretty, especially compared to a lot of my builds. Surface rust, stuff like that. We're going to go ahead, use our Southern Polyurethanes epoxy coating system on the chassis, a lot of the suspension components. We're going to do a lot of touching up on the underneath of it, just little stuff. 2 complete days of cleaning and nitpicking at this car. But I'm really excited to show you guys what we're capable of doing here. This is a perfect example of an already great car that me and this strapping young man are going to take to the next level, so to speak. Already a fantastic purchase. If this guy did not have a lift at home or he wasn't really that concerned that the bottom looks as good as the top, this car is absolutely passable for a really, really nice example of, a 58 fuel leak. I mean, this is by no means unacceptable to most people. But to me, personally, after doing these cars so many times and seeing the product that we're going to be able to achieve out of it, I see the vision once we're already done here. I know how good this is going to look. Zach has done it enough times with me now. He's excited. After doing it and knowing what you're capable of, I mean, we get excited about these projects because we go, wow, I'm really going to make this look great. I mean, it looks good, but it's really going to look next level. So thank you to this gentleman for trusting my experience and so on and so forth. I'm going to get that right. Check out our 63, the engine bay. I showed this to you last time. It wasn't painted at that point, so we're of course not fully together yet, but it's coming out not too shabby, right guys? I mean, look at the previous video. I can assure you it did not look anything like that. Interior is coming together as well. I'm in the process of installing the instrument cluster, but interior looks fantastic as well. Good job on the interior, Zach. He nailed it. 66 Mosport small block. This one is the rare car in that it's a factory 3-speed manual It's got that dark green interior too, which is really neat. We don't see a whole lot of those either, but that 3-speed is like ultra rare. So I'm really, really happy to play with that. You can see that this is a customer's car that we put the silver interior on. I mean, it came out really, really nice. Doing some just mild maintenance stuff underneath the engine here. Some stuff that we didn't feel was 100% correct. The 60, golly, these cars keep moving around so much. This is a 66. Absolutely filthy sitting here. Golly, we need to wash this car. But it is here for my complete once over. I've got a slew of small stuff that we're doing to this car. Backing plates and U-joints, and I really like to nitpick all of the maintenance items, all the rotating components, anything with rubber, anything that has fluids going through it. I really hammer that on all of my classic cars because those are consumables, especially if these cars were to sit. A lot of people say, you know, it's a completely restored car, but it's been sitting for 10 or 15 years. You know, that does take a toll on a lot of things. It matters the environment in which it was stored. I mean, if it's a climate controlled environment, then you're golden. If not, then it goes downhill from there, especially here in South Florida. If it's parked on the water in a non-climate controlled garage, it's kind of like the worst of the worst. 67 here, 427, you can see the chassis. All the powder coated stuff is sitting here waiting for the complete parts order that I placed. $2,600 or no, $4,000 worth of stuff to get this as a roller. Gonna be here very soon. Myers Manx waiting for the custom paint to come in. We're doing orange with a big flake. My race car is making a little bit of progress. We'll get to that later. We have the Nomad that's still waiting for parts. We have the Resto mod. That is waiting for, well, actually, no, we got all of the stuff from Art Morrison. Remember I had talked about the revised chassis bracket or 4-link brackets? They are over there waiting for installation, so we're good to go there. Sean, this guy is killing it on this AC installation. So let me explain to you guys how ACC, Auto Custom, or Classic Auto Air, not ACC, ACC is the carpet place. Classic Auto Air wants you to take these two and run them over the engine to go into this area and through. What we have done, or Sean rather, take those lines, run them forward through the bulkheads in the radiator support and up around. So what we've achieved here is a kit that looks so much more clean than having lines going across the engine and underneath the air cleaner. I mean, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. This gentleman is also having me add a passenger side mirror to this car, so we're going to be doing that. But I mean, check out this AC kit, guys. If for reference you want to check it up, look, just Google Classic Auto Air C2 Corvette. Look at how all the other kits are installed versus how this. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Good job, Sean. He absolutely nailed it on this one. So this one is on the way out. We'll have that wrapped up in the next day or so. You can see we've got Corvette projects all over the place. I'm excited to show you guys my new C8, but the purpose of this video was just to kind of show you the before on this already top-flighted, already AACA champion car. I want to show you guys how good I can get something in 2 days. So stay tuned. Check with me on the next video. The next one, we're going to show the after. I'll be with you guys in 2 days. Until next time, take care.